heaven with thousands. No, that ain't a lot, that's a legion. 144K on the way and they pledge their allegiance to cremate these heathens. Damn, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Had to peel out this flesh cause I couldn't trust it. Got a spiritual body, you couldn't touch it. If you dying to test it, then try your luck. That's the one up, don't run up, get done up. Loaded clip full of scripts, I'ma pull it. The word is my weapon, the word is my shield. I'm equipped for these spiritual bullets. They shoot at the perfect in secret. Reading these laws, it ain't flaw, so I keep it. Shout out to bishops and shout out to deacons, captains and officers. I see the reason they say what we doing is treason. God body, God army, God nation. My oblation, broken spirit, consecration. Kings and priests, shining brighter than the constellation. Nukes to the north, yeah, that's abomination. For all the lies and the blasphemy. Slay the dragon, hunt down the demons. Vagabond getting judgment, and you looking at the judges.
Yo, Israel the prince of the power. I came with an army, 144,000. We move like a unit, like Nike just do it in here. Them lions come to devour, and no weapon form gon' prosper. And we in the building like lava. Shout out to Deacon K, tolerate treason. No me, casa su casa. Come to my city, better check in. Picked up my weight, get my sets in. We do not tolerate threats, man. Our angels activate, let's then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. How you gonna see when he block out the sun? Where you gonna hide? How you gonna run? Come with a cavalry, striving for mastery, praying for vengeance. A holy catastrophe, build up the kingdom. Yeah, that is the strategy. Get it in blood. America gone in 60 minutes. Yeah, it is finished. No necromancy. Build up my walls. That's expansion. Roll with the sun. Many matches.
I pull up, we rollin', we deep it and deep. Them angels invisible. Watch how they creep. I know I'm elite. I know I'm the seed. I'm bought with a price. They want the receipts. I tell them the Bible is all that I need. I pull it, they leave. They make like a tree. No chosen. I know that you more like a beast. You rollin' with pride, but I roll with the meat. I don't need no naps. I don't need no sleep. Ain't selling no dope, but get changed on them streets. They conquer the west. I press to the east. Go pop with the Bible, extending my reach. Ain't toting no guns, but we got some range. Don't do it for dollars, we do it for change. Cut left from bleeding, the Bible to aid. They called it a murder, cause doctrine was slain.
Unprecedented events.
You are now flying.
SOT. Dream team. Let's go. Forever in heat. Let's go. Ay, 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 ay. Repeat after me. My G-O-D. He up top G. My precepts be on repeat. Let's go. Your past ain't messing with me. I'm a SOG. 12 up boy, we the elites. We gon' turn this shit upside down, make it hot. 144,000 degrees. I've been a prophet since birth. Angels sent back to the earth. My nation was sold, I know we the gold. Don't try me, boy, I know my worth. Like Adam came out of the dirt. Image of God, boy, I know that shit hurt. It's brick in the city, we still on the block and we putting in work. Purple and gold on my shirt. We never rest, we alert. Saturday, pull up the campus, don't ask boy on Sunday, we blessing the church. I'm about to murk all these scoffers. Nigga, shut up, you getting this first. He play with the fire, it's ashes to ashes, he don't need a hearse.
This is what the saints have been waiting for. The soundtrack to the end of the world. The symphony of destruction. If you're not ready, you better get ready. Let's go.
But ain't nobody really trying to probe them. They probing the Israelites, trying to associate us with all kinds of evil and all that. But here you got straight up terrorists that's going out killing our people wholesale, and nobody's trying to connect the dots. That's why they're not talking. Where's the ADL at? Where the bastards at? Where's all of this protection of lives and all this?
Whether you accept the blame us in the news, whether you was toys, what was getting the proof, whether you when they killed Machine Quarter, whether you when they slayed all the martyrs, ADL, Canary Mission, SBSC, BBC, Greenback, Martyr Rice, Millstein, it's a whole bunch of red devils steady talking shit, acting like they love my people, but they really counterfeit. Take a look at their resume, see if they legit. It's a lot of bodies dropping, we ain't seen them demons yet. Like where you was at? Where you was at when they killed Tamir Rice? Where you was at when they killed Dante Wright? They drop our bodies eyes when they see us shining bright. So we strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Take flight and become illuminated on a hater set. Babylon on fire, burning hotter than the cradle. Gotta really love your people, do no evil to your neighbor. Cause we look into the heavens as we waiting on our Savior. Where you was at? Where were you when Sergeant Blame was in the news? Where were you when George Floyd was getting the blue? Where were you when they killed Sheen Carter? Where were you when they slayed all the martyrs? ADL, Canary Mission, SPLC, BBC, Green Black, Martyr Rice, Millstein, back to the side. You got enemies? Yeah, I said it, get at me. You ain't no friend of me. Alive just like your daddy. What was that in a G? When Breonna's body was riddled with all them bullets. So I know you talking ish on your Twitter. We got you triggered, pushing your buttons, and we got the coast of the nukes. We know you the dukes, and it's a habit when we out spreading the truth. Slave ships, funded that. Plantation, we're running that. You're pushing the music that's killing my people and make all the addicts keep coming back. But this is the prophecy, and all the problems that you about to see. And that's the compassion, the king of the kings, Jehovah Shai descending out to sea. And Vanity coming for judgment, stateside. We know where to find you, can't hide. Light up the world like daytime. Them fishes go hunting, it's game time. Ha! Where were you when Sergeant Blame was in the news? Where were you when George Floyd was getting the blue? Where were you when they killed Sheen Carter? Where were you when they slayed all the martyrs? ADL, Canary Mission, SPLC, BBC, Green Black, Martyr Rice, Millstein, back to the side. Go. Where was you? Someone putting lies on the pedestal. The earth ain't less than you cause you fighting no that's exceptional and no skeptical. My God, judgment's incredible. You begging for attention, you don't need the kind that's medical. Heretical, pride make you go on Breakfast Club and start fabricating lies. Now it's lunchtime for the people that you despise. You had dinner all expense, your recompense just dessert for the evil you tried to hide. It was prophesied, we would be perpetually hated. Let them debate it, our people shot, hurt and degraded. The curve we ate it, and all them times when crimes went down. Where was you? Nowhere to be found. I'm tired of these weak clowns. Where were you when Sergeant Blame was in the news? Where were you when George Floyd was getting the blue? Where were you when they killed Sheen Carter? Where were you when they slayed all the martyrs? ADL, Canary Mission, SPLC, BBC, Green Black, Martyr Rice, Millstein, back to the side. Go. Mr. Israel, bring that fire out.
Yo. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't even try me on the mission. Telling Israel to repent before your promise. Every city on the corner in your hood is where you finding us. Casting out imaginations, Christians might not like it, but we raising up an army exceedingly, we are rising up. We all about the mission, we living until the kingdom come. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, so that's what we here to give up. Listen to the people, cause although we have no equal, we out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try. have no equal. We out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites, you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try. Yo. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites, you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't even try me on the mission. Telling Israel to repent before your time is up. Every city on the corner in your hood is where you finding us. Casting out imaginations, Christians might not like it, but we raising up an army exceedingly, we are rising up. We all about the mission, we living until the kingdom come. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, so that's what we here to give up. Listen to the people, cause although we have no equal, we out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites, you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try. Yo. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites, you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't even try me on the mission. Telling Israel to repent before your time is up. Every city on the corner in your hood is where you finding us. Casting out imaginations, Christians might not like it, but we raising up an army exceedingly, we are rising up. We all about the mission, we living until the kingdom come. Destroyed for lack of knowledge, so that's what we here to give up. Listen to the people, cause although we have no equal, we out here living so evil and comfortable living feeble. All over the world, we about to go. Truth is coming out, that's what you need to know. Blacks and Hispanics is the Israelites, you need to know. You ain't never gonna hear this from a pastor though. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. You done ended in the den with some lions. Think you coming in here with your sin, don't need to try.
Nah, he told me. I feel like a Michael Jackson. Look at my hand. Oh, there we go. Bring my melanin back. There we go. Dang, yeah, your melanin ain't popping.
What?
Your melanin ain't popping up in here. Hey, shalom, Israel. Let me see if we got the screen rolling. All right. There we go. Good. We rolling. All right, y'all. Y'all now tuning into the LIONZ Den radio show. All praise to the Most High. We got the lighting right. Thank y'all for tuning in to the show. Share the link. Let's get everybody tuned in. As y'all know, it's Sunday at 7 p.m. So you are now tuned into the LIONZ Den radio show live out of Orlando, Florida.
That's right. That's right.
I'm one of your hosts, Captain OC. To my right,
Captain Kimuel.
to my left,
Officer Daniel.
to my right,
Whoa. This brother don't know his name.
Oh, damn. Hey, I know what threw you off.
What?
Daniel with that low energy over there. Oh, my God.
That's the R&B voice.
My mic wasn't even on. Officer Lahad, I'm in the building.
All praise.
Not on post.
Oh, no.
The clone of Officer Haziel.
Right.
They cloned you, officer.
Hey, they cloned Tyrone.
Hey.
Dang. Brother forgot his name.
Hey, I'm looking at it. I don't know why I said his name.
Brother forgot his name. I don't heard it and seen it all now. All praise to the Most High.
Speaking for me now?
Yeah, so we tuned in. We locked in. Another day, y'all. Another day. All praise to the Most High. I can't speak about all the classes because we was at camp, but I did get to see the Bishop's class.
Yeah.
Bishop's class yesterday was fire, as always. Bishop take a parable of the scriptures and make a 4-hour class out of it. All praise to the Most High. Give me that. And
open your eyes to it, too.
Right,
man. I mean, that was,
right.
Yeah, you can read over something over and over again, and the bishop expound on it. You be like,
Right.
I didn't see that.
Give me that. And, what's that? Hosea 12 about prophecy.
12 and 6,
Yeah. Give me that. Hosea 12 and 10. Because a lot of times we read things and we don't really get what it's talking about. But when you line it up, precept upon precept, line upon line, you're able to dissect these scriptures. You got that?
The book of Hosea, chapter 12 and verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets.
Have you spoken by who?
By the prophets.
By the prophets, read.
And I have multiplied visions and used similitudes.
And use similitudes and parables, similar things. Yesterday about the 10 virgins. That is what we call a parable or a similitude. All right. It's an illustrative story. Speaking about how we got to have wisdom in these last days. And guess what? If you don't, you're going to find yourself on the outside of the doors. You're going to be trying to get in and you ain't going to find yourself in. Read it again.
I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
By the ministry of the prophets. And yesterday's was led by the main prophet, the Messiah himself. Give me that in 2 Peter, 1 Peter, where it says his voice, where it lets you know that Christ was the one that was actually prophesying. That he was in that spirit.
Oh, 1 Peter?
1 Peter 1 and 10. Yep. Read that.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 10. Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you. Searching what? Or what manner of time the Spirit of Christ.
The what?
The Spirit of Christ.
The Spirit of Christ, which what?
Which was in them.
Hold on, which was what?
Which was in them.
So you mean to tell me the Spirit of Christ was in Moses? When he said, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery? That was the Spirit of Christ. A lot of y'all don't understand that. You Christians today, y'all don't even get that Christ gave Moses law.
Right.
Y'all don't even understand that.
Because Jesus talks to them.
Yep, there you go. Read it again. Verse
Searching 11. What? Or what manner of time the Spirit of Christ, which was in them, read, did signify, when it testified beforehand the sufferings of Christ and the glory that should follow.
So Christ's a bad man. He said it was going to happen, and it happened. Give me that John 5 real quick, just to cut these Christians up.
Bring it out.
These Christians, John 5:44, and we're going to read all the way down.
Yep.
Because a lot of y'all don't understand. The things that were written aforetime is written for our learning. I don't know about you, but when you learn something, you want to apply it. I ain't never learned something and not applied it. Don't happen too often. Read that.
The book of John, chapter 5 and verse 44. How can ye believe, which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father.
Do not think that I'm going to accuse you to the Father. This is what Christ saying. Read.
There is one that accuseth you.
There's one person that's going to judge. Read.
Even Moses, in whom ye trust.
He said Moses is going to be the one that's going to judge you, because that's the standard that you're going to be held to. What's that letting you know? That Moses' law, what you want to call Moses' law, is the standard. Moses is the standard in what you are going to be judged by. That's the word, the measuring stick. Moses' law is the measuring stick. Read it again.
Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust.
So he's telling the Pharisees and scribes, hey, Moses is the one that's going to accuse you. The one that y'all hold so near and dear, he's the one that's persecuting you. Read.
For had ye believed Moses,
but had you believed Moses,
ye would have believed me. For he wrote of me.
Read.
But if ye believe not his writings,
if you say God's laws are done away with, we ain't got to do this, we ain't got to do that. Read.
How shall ye believe my words?
So if you don't believe in the Old Testament, if you telling people to start in the book of Matthew, that's a problem. How you gonna believe on Christ? How are you going to believe on Christ? Where it say the volume of the book in New Testament? It's Hebrews 10, right?
Hebrews 10
Give me that Hebrews 10 real quick.
Yep.
Hebrews 10. We on a little rant real quick. We on a little rant.
Hey, you gotta bring it out.
But we gotta address it.
Yeah.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book.
So Christ came in the volume of the book. Read.
It is written of me.
It is what?
It is written of me.
Read.
To do thy will, O God.
So if Christ came in the volume of the book and we're supposed to follow after Christ, why do we have people walking around giving away a New Testament Bible? And
Psalms,
right?
Psalms and
Psalms and Proverbs in the New Testament,
right.
But Christ said he came in the volume of the book. That means a lot of y'all out there in the world, y'all are being deceived. You are being deceived. You're a prime example of Matthew 24, 2 Thessalonians. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking about Jehovah's Witness at the NIV with stuff missing.
Right.
Cut.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
They stay getting cut.
There you go.
Hey, you know it's funny. I know what you're talking about. We was prophesying in Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, you was prophesying?
He had some questions. He had some questions. You're right. You know, and
you wasn't speaking.
We was going over scriptures. No. We was speaking the words of the Lord.
All right, that's right.
And he said, "Well, I don't agree with you. Who Edom is?" And I said, "Okay, that's interesting because I never said who Edom was."
Right. So you already know I got you. You already know. That's funny. Dang. So he already knew.
He already knew, but we already knew he didn't agree.
Right.
But he was trying to figure out. Well, I think we agree with a lot, but where are the things we don't agree with? I said, well, I can tell you one, John 3:16.
Right.
And there was a couple of others. And he said, yeah, I don't agree with who Edom is. I said, that's interesting because I never said who Edom was, but
you already know. All praises. So let's get into it as we always do, y'all. Before we get into the show today, got a lot of content. We want to see how everybody week went. So, Officer Dan, you up? You ain't got no co-host over there.
Nah.
How was your week?
It was a good week this week. All praise to the Most High. You go through your little trials and tribulations, but we went to the event yesterday to reach out to youth in the community. We was not welcomed with open arms initially.
What type of event was it?
It was a youth event.
Okay.
So basically, like just to make awareness of stopping the violence and all that.
It was a 3-on-3 Christian basketball tournament.
Oh, man, that's what Mike Gill had y'all at.
It's a youth event.
It's a 3-on-3 tournament.
A 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
Yeah. But it was hosted by Christians to bring together basically black people, our brothers that's been in the streets.
Yeah.
They're trying to show an example how they came out of the streets.
Okay.
To play basketball.
By playing basketball.
But
go ahead, officer.
Systematic.
Yeah, so we wasn't welcome with open arms initially. But hey, like just like you was just bringing out, we used the words of the Bible. Right. Told them, hey, the Bible talks about stop snitching, how to love your brother. 1 John 3 and 15.
The Bible say stop snitching?
It does say stop snitching. Leviticus 5:1. So we just showing that there's ways to handle things in our community.
Yeah, we gotta clean that one up.
There's ways to handle things in our community by using biblical scriptures to back up how we supposed to deal with one another.
Right.
So,
You ain't gonna tell them about the good part?
I'm snitching.
which was the good part?
Wow.
Dang, he
You
wasn't
told
there.
me about the good
They
part.
offer y'all
I was
chicken?
even there.
What was the good part?
So the officer told me yesterday that he said Esau pulled up because it's a Christian radio show.
Okay.
I was promoting it.
Okay.
Yeah. He said, what he said? A truck pulled up with a big piece of pig in it.
Oh wow.
And they had barbecue. And a second truck pulled up to baptize you.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
Dang.
They had a baptism truck.
And who did they offer the pork to first?
Oh, they came up to us.
Oh yeah.
Would you like something to eat, brother?
Damn.
They wanted to save
you know, Esau stretches. They stretch their R's. You know what I'm saying, brother? Would you like something to eat, brother? Yeah.
I said you experienced a second Maccabee 6 in real time.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because why come to y'all first with it?
Yeah.
Right. Spiritual.
Don't want niggas play basketball.
So they want you to eat the pork, then they're gonna baptize.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Wow.
Wash them in
Baptized
that
in
water.
white Jesus.
White Jesus.
Baptized in white Jesus. And all the pork grease he can find.
This is America.
Officer Haziel too. How was your week?
Hey, shalom, Messiah in Christ bless. My week was good. Got some studying in. All praise to the Most High. And the Sabbath, man. The Sabbath is always a highlight. That class, I got to sit down yesterday and take some good notes. All praise to the Most High. So I got some reviewing to do tomorrow. So
Gotcha.
all praises. It was a good week though.
All praise.
Good week.
All
Got
praise.
the grill today too. In
Yeah?
the rain.
Dang, he ain't called nobody. He called you?
Nah.
He called you?
I just smelled the food.
He
Man,
called
look,
First I'm hearing
look,
about it.
Dang, he called you?
No.
Dang,
Hey.
he called nobody. We just talked about brotherhood yesterday.
Hey,
That's 2 for 2 now.
No. I'm willing to share. I will share the food.
Sound good. He said he willing to. He didn't say he offering. He didn't say come by.
He didn't say I got
Hey.
plates right
Right.
here
No,
for you.
no.
He said I'm
See,
willing
look,
to.
hey, what happened was I was grilling, right? And I got stuck in the rain.
Right.
So I had to pull up next to the grill and just,
That's why 2's better than 1.
I had a little man, a little Judah with me.
Damn.
He only trying to feed his family. It's all right, bro. It's all right. We see how it is.
He said he
Hey.
got 1.5.
Next time I grill for you. You know what I'm saying?
I grill
got
for you. I grill for you.
And nobody else.
He ain't say nobody. He said Judah was there.
Right.
Dang. That's how it is, man. It's hard out here. in
I
these
tried to give him a little parable. I said, the cook is never hungry. He's
Right.
like, what?
streets.
I said, you'll figure it out one day.
Right. The cook is never hungry.
I said, where can we eat? I said, don't worry about it.
What you cook, man?
I did some grilled chicken and then some burgers and hot dogs.
Okay. Nothing too
Judah
much.
food.
Nothing
Judah,
too much.
you know what I'm saying?
Straight Judah.
Wife do the size, but by the time I got home, I was straight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All praises.
Yeah.
Ozzy, how was your week, man?
Hey, good week.
Number one.
Lord don't give a damn about my job, so all I remember is Friday night.
Yeah.
Got to bring in the Sabbath, fly a mission with Northern Kingdom.
Right.
Yeah.
Northern Kingdom / Jehovah's Witness, but and then the Sabbath, obviously, Sabbath was good. Like Cap was touching on brotherly love.
Yep.
Brotherly love. That's definitely something that we need because I don't know if we know it.
Right.
Christians don't have no brotherly love
Nah.
whatsoever. And some of the most aggressive people you will find is the Pride Month people.
Right.
Some reason that they promote what they want to promote, but then when you disagree scripturally, they get real violent.
Yep.
So, yeah. Other than that, like he was bringing out Bishop Fire Class. It was on time too because we dealt with that at camp.
Yeah.
Bringing out about Ephesians 5 to a sister,
Right.
and we was like, hey, who you married to? She's like, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
Who comes first? Jesus? I said, see. So it's just funny how stuff that we all deal with through the week, it culminates in the classes. I'm like, damn, you think Bishop was right there at camp with you.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yep. 100% correct. Cap, how was your week?
This is a challenging week. And like the officer said, I go back to Friday.
Right.
Friday was good. We got a new spot.
Yeah.
And we're expanding. So that's always a good thing. The Sabbath, man, it's a lot to be said about the Sabbath yesterday, but that was good. I did get to watch a little bit when we got back, a little bit of Deacon Abiel's class with Deacon Yashua. I got to go back and watch the other two. But, all in all, man, it's been a great week, but we looking forward to the destruction.
Right.
We looking forward to the destruction of this place.
What was that verse Bishop brought out last night? It was patiently waiting.
Yes.
It was in what was that?
Oh,
Isaiah.
I think, yeah, hold on.
I didn't have it highlighted. I was like, never heard of it. I think it was in Peter. And I think Deacon Abiel might have brought that one out. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But my week was good, man. Let's see. Patiently waiting. It says something like that in the end. Y'all see if y'all find it. I found it. Anybody found it yet? Y'all didn't Google it yet?
Google.
So while we own, we got to make sure the phone line's working before we get started, y'all. 407-494-5479. That's 407-494. Lahad trying to hit me up.
I'm gonna let you finish.
He's trying to hit me up. He know the Tim caller finna call in.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead.
There you go.
Hey, after this.
He trying to make an excuse already.
No, I ain't.
Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom, Captain. Happy New Moon.
Hey, happy New Moon, sis.
Sister Jehudite, and y'all phones are working.
Hey,
all praise. Thank you for tuning in, sis. One of our loyal listeners. We might start giving something to the first caller.
Hey, this is just a disclaimer. All your shirts have been shipped.
All praise.
And I got receipts.
Yes,
I know my sis got her stuff. She
sure
I got her receipt. She good.
All praise, sis.
We on good terms.
All praise.
To get a Booster Club shirt, I appreciate it.
All praises.
She on good terms. We on good terms.
Well, thank you for calling in, sis. You right on cue, and now we ready to get the show started. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. So, all praise to the Most. Did y'all find that verse?
You can read 2 Thessalonians 3:5.
That's it. I think that's it. That sounds right, at least.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord direct your hearts into the love of God and into the patient waiting into the patient waiting for Christ.
Into the patient waiting for Christ. A lot of times, brothers and sisters lose patience. They lose patience in this truth, not understanding eternity is a long time. This little bit of life we on this earth ain't nothing. We guarantee you, 70 years is what we supposed to get, or is it 90 years?
70, 80. This is Psalms 90.
Yeah, read that.
Psalms 90 and 10, yep.
These little bit of years we got on this earth is nothing compared to eternity.
Right.
Imagine giving up an eternity of ruling the world over a few clubs, a few pretty women, some drugs and alcohol, a better paying job just so you can get the money back to the white man. None of this stuff is going to last. All of it means absolutely nothing. All of it means it's all vanity, like Solomon said.
Yep.
Read that.
The book of Psalm, chapter 90 and verse 10. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. 80 years and 10. A score is how long? 20, right?
20.
So 80, 3 times 2 is 60, and 10.
There you go.
So we get 70 years from the Most High. We doing what we supposed to. That's how much we granted. Obviously, you do what you're supposed to. You honor your father and your mother. You prolong your days.
Right.
All right. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You live longer. But we got a whole eternity, everlasting life. Give me that Matthew 19 and 29 about those that are going to judge in the regeneration. Matthew 19 and 29. This is what's awaiting those that are willing to sacrifice this life that we have today. As a matter of fact, I want to pull up that video that Uzziel sent. That video was heavy.
That was good.
That video was heavy. We got to start with that before we get into the show. That was heavy. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 29. And everyone that had forsaken houses or brethren.
Everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren, read.
Or sisters.
Or sisters.
Or father.
Or father.
Or mother.
Or mother.
Or wife.
Or wife.
Or children.
Or children.
Or lands. For my name's sake.
So, who's ever willing to give up all these different entities, these worldly possessions, worldly position, worldly relationship, whoever able to give those things up, read.
Shall receive 100-fold.
You gonna receive what?
Receive 100-fold.
Read.
And shall inherit everlasting life.
Hold on. What you gonna receive?
Shall inherit everlasting life.
A 4-year, $370 million contract.
shall inherit everlasting life.
So you're going to get everlasting life. Esau tried to put these big numbers on these athletes and ball players and musicians and entrepreneurs. All of that stuff ends in an instant.
Yep.
And then what? And we read about it all the time in the scriptures. What does a man gain if he gain the whole world and lose his soul?
Right.
What's the point of that? What's the point of having all of these things? And then secondly, like Bishop can always bring out, you work so hard to attain these funds and all these different things, and guess what? The people around you can't even benefit from it.
Nope.
Right.
Because you're so greedy, and you only have so much that nobody else can take care of it.
Right.
You know, like Lahad can tell you, you work hard on the grill, but nobody else can eat
Nobody
with you.
there to benefit.
Only your family can eat.
Damn.
What's the benefit of that?
There ain't no benefit if I got extra food.
Hey, check this out. Get that in Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, back up what you're saying. Solomon was the wisest king. Right? He had riches. He said he sought folly, vanity. I mean, all kind of wickedness and madness to see what it felt like. Read this in Ecclesiastes 2, 17 and 18.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2 and verse 17. Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit.
Let's see why.
Yea, I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me.
You can't take it to the grave with you.
There you go. There you go. You do all that work, all the evil dealing, all that different stuff to come up. And guess what? It's gone in an instant. It's gone in an instant. Meanwhile, all we got to do is keep the commandments. And we're going to get everlasting life. And give me Ecclesiastes. I mean, not Ezekiel. I want employment, continual employment. What's that?
It's at 38 or 30,
I think it's 30 something.
30, I think it's 38 or 39.
Continual employment. So we get everlasting life. And guess what? We got to work. Ezekiel 39 and 14.
39, okay.
The book of Ezekiel.
Y'all already know about the mansions. Y'all know about the mansions. I would imagine you know about the mansions. But check this out. Check this out. We all gonna employ. We got labor companies.
That's right.
You gonna inherit a labor company. Read that.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 39 and verse 14. And they shall sever out of men of continual employment.
Hold on. And they shall what?
Of continually employment.
And they shall sever out men of continual employment. Read.
Passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months, they shall search.
So we're going to have everlasting life. We're going to have everlasting employees. And we're going to have everlasting riches. Give me that Isaiah 60. Isaiah 60. So we just painting a picture for y'all before we get into the show.
39 is a beautiful
Yes, it is.
Hey, Cap, that sounds like everybody need to vote for Jesus.
Right. There you go.
You want the deficit to be fixed.
There you go. There you go. Hey, so you telling me that Christ, part of his campaign is he gonna raise employment rates?
Hey, he gonna raise employment
He's gonna be
rates.
zero unemployment.
100% employed.
Yep. We're gonna be working for him. We his servants.
Right.
And the white man, the Arab man, the Asian man, all of them gonna have jobs.
That's right.
They did to us.
There you go. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Donald Trump gonna say, sir. What? I can't even do a Trump impersonation. Who doing Trump?
No.
China. China, you're gonna have to work this year.
China.
The Israelites are on top. China.
Oh man. So Trump gonna be coming up to you. He gonna be asking you, giving you the update of the day. Like, hey, what do you need? I'll make sure I'll get you whatever you need. Whatever you need, whatever you want, we'll take care of it.
Don't you understand? Their God is in rulership. Just obey.
There you go, right there. I like that.
There we go. I like that. I like that. Trump is gonna be working for us. Go ahead.
For in my wrath I smote thee.
In his wrath, God punished us like we gonna go about later, Juneteenth, that was his punishment. Read.
But in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be continually open continually.
See that? That goes with the last verse. The gates are open continually because we got continual employees. You got Esau gonna work the first shift, Moab gonna work the second shift, Ishmael gonna work the third shift, and whoever else in there gonna work the fourth shift. We're gonna have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shifts for each nation. All of them. Continue employment because the gates gonna stay open.
Right.
We got work to do. Read it again.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night.
Day nor night. We got first shift. We got third shift. We got everything you need. Read.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
The forces of the Gentiles is their riches. Their riches, the gold, the wood, the myrrh, all of the nice things that Esau and everybody else don't took from us. They bring it all back. Read.
Bring it all back.
And that their kings may be brought.
And that their kings may be brought. So understand, that's what's awaiting us. That's what's awaiting us. Now, I mentioned something earlier about this video we about to play, going into reference of why would you give up this truth?
Yeah.
For things that's going on in the world today. Press play on that video.
Eagles can live up to 70 years because they are mentally strong. After 40 years, every eagle has to make a difficult decision. Its claws are no longer sharp enough to hunt. Its beak becomes bent and blunt, and its feathers become thick. The eagle has two options. Either it dies, or it goes through a painful change. This painful change is that the eagle must go to the mountain and crush its beak on a rock until it...
So all of us come to this point in our life. That 40 years old that they speak about, that may be when you're 17, maybe when you're 30, maybe when you're 50. When you come into this truth, you gotta make a choice. Am I gonna shed this old life and get everlasting life and get more years, or am I gonna continue down the path I'm going and die early and never live again? That's your choice when you come into this truth. But the eagle, which was interesting, the eagle makes the decision to choose life. It chose life and it lives longer. But for it to continue that life, it has to die to itself. It got to die to the old things that used to be successful for them. It don't work no more. You got to reinvent yourself. Likewise in this truth. He that loseth his life shall save his life. Go ahead. One of y'all have something? Go ahead. Go back to the video. Press play.
And crush its beak on a rock until it falls out. When the old beak falls out, a new beak grows in. With the new beak, the eagle rips out its claws, and new ones grow in. Then the eagle plucks out its feathers, and new ones grow in. This painful journey lasts 150 days. But after doing this, the eagle gets a new life. Sometimes we need to get rid of our old self in order for a new and better version to emerge. If you're not following us, you will probably never hear my voice.
So the moral of the story is sometimes you got to get rid of the old for the betterment of yourself. Even though the things that you used to do is good, it got you to where you at, it ain't gonna get you where you need to be. It's message. The things that got you to this level ain't gonna get you to the next level. Right. That's what you gotta understand. What got you to 40 years old or 50 years old, when you hit this truth, now you gotta be able to change, to elevate to the next level. That's what this truth is about.
Can I break out one? Yeah, get Psalms 45. Last night, Bishop brought this out. And I've been reading Psalms, and this scripture stuck out when we brought out the eagle has to rip out his claws, right? Yep. So ripping out that claws the claws is similar to, you got to let something go in your life. You got to let go your friends. You got to let go your family. In order for you to grow in this truth, it's certain things you got to get rid of.
Yep.
Start at verse 10.
The book of Psalm, chapter 45 and verse 10. Hearken, O daughter, and consider, and incline thine ear. Forget also thine own people and thy father's house.
That's something that the eagle had to do, had to rip out the old in order for the new to grow, right? Keep reading.
So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty.
Right. Now this is going into us repenting. This going into us changing. If we gonna keep the commandments and put away that old man, Christ is gonna see us as beautiful. Right. Christ is gonna see us as that woman that's gonna be ready for the marriage. Right? Come on.
For he is thy Lord, and worship thou him.
And worship thou him. That's us coming into this truth, and that's a great example of what that eagle had to go through for 150 days. But for us, it's until Christ come back.
Right,
we got to continue to go through that thing
daily. Give me that in Colossians real quick. Colossians chapter 3, I think it's 11. I think that's what I want. New man. Colossians 3. Let's start at verse 9.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 9. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
So we got to die to that old man. Read.
And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
Which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. I want Mortify 5. That's what I want.
3 and 5.
Yep.
Book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 5. Mortify therefore your members.
Do what?
Mortify therefore your members.
Mortify therefore your members. To mortify something means to die or to deaden. You got to deaden yourself to that old man. That's a daily thing. Some days you win, some days you lose. But if you truly die to that thing, you ain't got to worry about it. Because once you deaden yourself to this, move on to the next thing. Deaden yourself, and eventually, that's why it says, until we come into the full measure and stature of Christ. Because it ain't gonna happen overnight. Read.
Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth. Fornication. Uncleanness. Inordinate affection. Evil concupiscence. And covetousness, which is idolatry.
So it listed a few of those things that we got to deaden ourselves to. These are the things that you're going to be fighting with daily. And that's why, like we went over yesterday, that brotherhood component is so important.
Exactly.
Because if you my brother, you're going to help me get over this.
Right.
I'm going to help you get over that. I don't deal with that. Hey, you need to do this. You need to do that. And we able to build with each other. When we cook, when we grill out, we can have each other over.
You're right.
Message.
Picking up what you put down.
Nah, you good. I'm messing with you. First Corinthians 15:31. And then we're going to get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it. First Corinthians 15 and 31. You better be on keto too, bro. You eating hamburgers in Celsius.
Celsius got a lot of shit.
Yeah, I know.
Shit, that ain't keto.
Yeah, we fell off quick.
I did 4 out of 7 days last week.
All right. You ain't get into keto though.
Right.
Nah.
If you did 4 straight, you probably did though. Yeah. Did you ever get extremely hungry one day?
I was hungry every day.
Yeah.
I was hungry.
Read that.
The book of First Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 31.
Hey, is it me or does also Daniel seem a little
it's Daniel.
Yeah.
It's Daniel.
My darling.
Go ahead, read that.
The book of First Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 31. I protest by your rejoicing, which I have in Christ Jesus our Lord. I die daily.
I do what?
I die daily.
I die daily. I die daily. And when you die to yourself, you're able to live one day. All right? You got to be able to die to that old man. There's a lot of people say, oh, that's just me. I'm this type of person or that type of person. You got to be willing to die to yourself. You don't know who you are. You got to be willing to change and become that new creature in Christ.
You know, they say that's just me. That means they trying to hold on to
There
that.
you go. There you go.
Oh, so you can't come as you are and stay as you be?
Nah.
That's
Hey, you know, I can't believe that is still such a...
in the earth.
Yeah.
You heard it.
That is still such a doctrine. I mean, people come up to us and they say that like they know they read it somewhere. Like they can quote it. And it's like, no, they ain't.
You see what? Hey, Google it. Nah. Let's find the scripture. Hey, that is a heavy point because with all these denominations, ain't none of them is about change.
Right.
Ain't not near one of them. Because as the change, and grab one scripture real quick.
Yeah.
Get Psalms 19 and 7. 7 and verse 8 it should be. Because ultimately the change is the law. And I think they realize that. And when you start to bring out the commandments, they make excuses because they don't want to change.
There you go.
That's the whole thing about that. They want to profess with their mouth, but they don't actually want to change.
Yep.
Read that real quick.
The book of Psalm, chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
It's perfect. Go ahead.
Converting the soul.
It does what?
Converting the soul.
That's what our brothers and sisters don't want to do. They don't want to change. Read.
The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
Right. That's why all these little terminologies like come as you are, our people look at us crazy like, you never heard that before? Yeah, we did, but it's not biblical.
Right.
The whole entire Bible, the totality from front to back is about changing. You're born in a sinful nature. The commandments come in to change that sinful nature. Go ahead, verse 8.
The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart.
And here's the crazy part about it. We try to show them that, look, you start applying the commandments, there is great joy. Like you're bringing out eternal life, the commandments, right? Never having to work again, having rulership. All these things that we can't fathom being in captivity, they rejoice your heart. Go ahead.
The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes.
It does what?
Enlightening the eyes.
It enlightening the eyes. Like Cap was bringing out, it wakes you up to the truth. You realize that the stuff that you thought you knew, you don't know nothing.
Right.
And now you got to what? You got to die and become that new man in Christ.
Right. Hey, get 2 Timothy 3 right quick. 16 and 17. That was a good video.
Yeah.
About the eagle.
Right.
And making that conscious decision.
Yep.
You know, and like you said, we got to make those conscious decisions. There may be things that you still holding on to that you know.
Right.
You know, that's what the scripture was in 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. You got to examine yourself. You know.
Right.
Every one of us knows those things that we battle with the most. But read that.
2 Timothy 3 and
16.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 16. All scripture is given by the inspiration of God and is profitable.
So now it says it's profitable. At the end of the day, the prophet is getting the kingdom.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
For doctrine.
For doctrine.
For reproof.
For
correction.
For correction.
For instruction.
Instruction
in righteousness.
So what's that tell you? Right. We have to be taught how to be righteous. We not just naturally, it ain't the Lord spoke to me and now I'm righteous.
Right.
We have to be taught how to be righteous. Go ahead.
That the man of God may be perfect.
So that's what we have to attain to or strive for perfection. Go ahead.
Thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
So that's why the scriptures are necessary. When you hear people come with those doctrines, you got to challenge them and say, okay, where is that?
Right.
I need to be able to read that.
Right. 100%. 100%. So, we gave y'all our little spiel. That's our righteous rant for the day. We finna get into the entertaining stuff. We know y'all want to see some articles and hear some sound effects. So we gonna get into it. What we got first, Cap?
Well, we just ended. The world just ended June 19th. Was it Juneteenth? Juneteenth. It was on the 17th or 19th, whatever. But ended the Juneteenth celebration and. Already, we can't even have a day. Right. And I'm not talking about us because we don't celebrate it.
Right.
But our people can't have a day without the hatred. So roll this clip. Live hatred. Roll this clip. Roll this clip.
Lord of mercy.
Lord of mercy. They got a clip, but it's a video. It's a video. Yeah, play the video.
Roads for the most ratchet holiday in America.
Hold up, blow it up. Can you blow it up so we can see her shirt? This is why I wanted to play the video. And they don't do anything by happenstance. I think is how it's said. When you see the shirt, well, if you can't enlarge it, just put it back up. Just put it back up.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Okay,
yeah, put that up.
Point.
What does it say? Put it up so the people can see.
Lord of mercy.
I want them to be able to see it before I say anything.
Victimization.
All right, stop. Well, they can't see it. They can't see it because you got to take disclaimer down for a sec.
They just pause it.
There you go. Yeah, I can't read.
What's it say?
Don't be weak and gay.
Don't be weak and gay. Don't be weak
gay, bro.
and gay. All right. Now, with the American flag, right?
Yeah.
That, by the way, promotes
homosexuality to the extreme.
All right, now go back and play it from the beginning. I want y'all to see her shirt that she rocking while she goes on this spiel.
Reparations from slavery and black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats for the most wretched holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations, even though they never went through slavery. These ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born in the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, kindly get the fuck out.
That's Northern Kingdom.
Hey, you know, it could be, you know, could be a week, could be a tear.
Hey, you know what's funny to me? Nobody has a problem when everybody gets the Holocaust shoved down their throat.
Right. Nobody
has a problem with that. Nope. Nobody has a problem when Cinco de Mayo is shoved down everybody's throat.
9/11.
Nobody has a problem with 9/11 is shoved down. Pearl Harbor. Ain't nobody said a word about Pearl Harbor ever. But whenever it's something dealing with the Israelites, it's our history. Now it's a problem. Now it's ratchet. Now it's why we gotta have this shoved down our throats and all this other stuff. It's that hatred that they got. The other nations hate us.
Yeah.
They hate us.
Hey, give Wisdom Solomon 5:1. The crazy thing is, if she is Northern Kingdom, and I don't know if she is, but if she is Northern Kingdom, they began to suffer this before we did. Right. And a lot of Northern Kingdom don't even know that about their own history.
There you go.
Wisdom Solomon 5:1.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
That's what you see us doing.
Right.
That's what you see in the purple and gold all over the earth doing. Go ahead.
And made no account of his labors.
That's what you see right there. That rant, making no account of the labors of our forefathers.
Right.
And what we still go through today. I was just talking to the officer. I said, you know, I'm looking at wages, and I said, wages really haven't changed in like 10 years. Seriously, I'm looking at wages, and they haven't changed. And then I was reading the article. You would probably know a lot about this, Cap, but the school teachers in Florida being around the least paid in all America, but yet the cost of living in Florida has skyrocketed in the last 5 years.
100%. I think the average teacher, I think it's like 38,000. They had to make it a law for the teachers to make 40. I think they raised it up to like 42. The lowest paid teacher is supposed to make 42. Meanwhile, the average house is like $350,000. You do the math on that. When a school teacher can't afford to buy a house, you in an upside down community.
Teachers should make like at least 85.
You got to
at least.
If it meant something. That's if it meant something. But in society today, they don't care.
So that's a low wage occupation in Florida.
Ain't no way you going to school spending 4 years to go to school to teach. Ain't no way. But that's why they open it up to so many different people now. They let veterans come in. Anybody that got any type of, they like, hey, come teach. Because ain't nobody. It ain't the same profession it used to be.
Damn.
Being a teacher, you gonna be living check to check every month for the rest of your life.
Hey, and you know that's crazy because that shows you how. But hey, get that in Ecclesiastes 10:7, how things is upside down because teaching used to be an honorable profession. Right. I got family members of my grandmother was a teacher. I know my father used to work on the school board. I had other members of my families that were teachers, and that used to be an honorable profession. I remember. Now this is going back. I had black male teachers.
Wow.
That's
and it wasn't PE?
No. Now, they was PE, but you know, I'm talking about math teacher and history teacher.
I had some black teachers growing up.
I had one male teacher. He got fired. He was a pastor.
Damn.
He was trying to, you know how you try to be a father figure? He was trying to be a father figure to the ratchet black woman, and they made a false accusation against him and got him fired.
It's crazy. When I was growing up, the teachers that we had, they actually cared way more than they do now.
Right.
And I remember a teacher had to check me back in the day because I was going to a different school and I said something that they didn't like.
Right.
And she checked me. And then when I got to that new school, I was like, yeah, they don't give a damn.
Right.
Students.
Right.
It
was a different world over there. You like, dang, this ain't like my last school.
They wanted you to come there to play sports. That was the main thing. They didn't give a damn about grades.
Yep. There you go. What verse they getting for you?
Ecclesiastes 10.
Yeah. You got it?
Yes, sir. Ecclesiastes chapter.
Whoa. Who was that? Put the camera on this brother. Who is this, man? What's your name, man?
Soldier Jonathan.
Soldier Jonathan.
Sorry, Christ bless.
How was your week, man?
My week been good, Cap.
Brother came from behind the scenes. He don't know where to look. Y'all look at the camera.
He set up the camera, don't know where it's at.
All praise. Go ahead, read that verse.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. He that diggeth a
No,
pit.
I want 6 and 7.
6
Yeah,
and 7.
I wasn't looking at it, but I think it's 6 on 1, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 7.
10 and 6.
Oh, 10 and 6.
Yep. Verse 6 and 7.
Verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
Right, that's the part I want. Folly. Because you look at the entertainers today.
Yep.
Now, you have school teachers that can barely afford to be a teacher and not have to work another full-time job to make a living, right?
Yep.
So how are they gonna be able to actually do what they've been hired to do if they got to worry about going and working another job?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the kids that drop out of school can end up making way more.
Yep.
Look at the athletes in the school now with the NIL deals.
Yep.
What good athlete gonna sit there and actually listen to the teacher nowadays? Like, you're not even gonna have student athletes anymore. They're gonna be students or athletes.
Right.
This is how you know. I gotta send y'all this video.
Okay.
This is how you know America is about to be gone.
Finished.
Deacon Ithon always talks about the age of decadence.
The age of decadence.
The age of decadence. We seeing that now. To now, when you feel like you got to pay teenage kids that are in high school
crazy money.
Like, this ain't LeBron James. I'm talking about your average Joe that's gonna get a scholarship. A lot of kids get scholarships to go to college, but now you telling me that they worthy to get paid? That's letting you know that they have to dumb down the society all the way down to teenagers. They don't even want you to think at the teenage level.
Right.
That's letting you know, well, guess what? When they get older, this society is finished. You raising a slave community. Because everybody's mind going, they just stuck on entertainment. You got no critical thinkers. You got nothing. All that's going to be gone. No hard workers, nothing. Everybody want to just watch TV, TikTok, and all that.
And in today's society, if you're a critical thinker, you are labeled as a extremist.
There you go.
You are labeled as an outlaw. Anything that you say, they got that fancy, a famous little meme where everybody going this way, and you got that one person that want to go to the right. Yep. That's how they look at those who are critical thinkers, and they challenge the norm. Yep. They look at us like, what the hell wrong with you?
There you go. Hold on, I'm finna send y'all this link. This movie is showing you what's coming to America. This place is about to go. Let's see right here, LDR, because you hit a great point. When teachers make less than the truck, the brother that's driving the truck on the for the trash. Not saying it ain't a good job and ain't important, but that's the issue.
Right.
Because guess what? That teacher is going to influence the man that can build the next garbage truck.
Right.
Or they can set up the business, all these different things. It's an issue.
You got the video?
Yep. They got play on it. It's a YouTube link. Should be able to play it. This is showing you what's coming to America. This is Revelation 18 right before your eyes. Go ahead. All right.
When does an empire die? Does it collapse in one terrible moment? No. But there comes a time when its people no longer believe in it.
Don't let the now destroy the forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, welcome
this society, is this way we're living the only one that's available to us?
We are taking our city back.
And when we ask these questions, when there's a dialogue about them, that basically is a utopia.
All right, so you can take that off. I want to play the very first part again. I wanted to hear what y'all. I want y'all to hear what he said in the very beginning. Go ahead, press play. Listen good.
When does an empire die?
All right, take it off.
Damn.
When does an empire die? And look what they put behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So what they put behind it. Go to Revelation 17 real quick. When does an empire die? They put these movies out so y'all can see what's going to happen. They understand that America is about to burn. It's almost time. It's almost time. Y'all got that?
17:5.
Yep.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written. Mystery, Babylon the Great.
Mystery, Babylon the Great. America. That is America. Read.
The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So, like it's saying, when you watch it, they're going back to the things that they used to do. Rome, giving homage to that. It was a wound. What it says? It says a wound, and it lived. Give me that. What's that?
Yeah. It's 13.
Revelation 13 and verse. What do I want? I want
verse 12
and lived.
Verse 12.
Yep, read that. Verse 12.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 12.
Because it had modern technology, but they were doing the things of ancient old times. Just like today. Football is all new, wrestling, track, all these things. The Olympics still going on from way back then. Go ahead.
And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast.
All the power of the first beast, read.
Before him. And causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
You see that? Whose deadly wound was healed. Going into Rome. Rome fell, but they healed it. They made that's why they call America a more perfect or better union.
Yeah.
That's what they said when they created this thing. They like, we got it down, pack not. We're going to let everybody do whatever they want. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Everybody's just happy. Unless you say something about the truth. When you speak the truth, now all of a sudden you're a rebel. Like you said, who said that about being an extremist? Yeah, Lahad said that. When you speak truth, now you are labeled an extremist. But this is showing you the parallel between ancient Rome and America. And just like every other empire, it fell. America will not be exempt.
You know what that also shows you? Like he was bringing out with the scripture a while ago. Anytime it's a doomsday, they always got a Statue of Liberty. New York is one state out of the whole nation, but everything's always focused on that, showing you that's the mother of harlots right there.
Always.
Because they got the bombs dropping in the background. What's that? You got the eagle up there. And then they make sure to give you the headshot. They had the other one that came out earlier, Civil War. They got the Statue of Liberty right there. I'm like, you got 50 some odd states. Why is it always focused there? Because they know that's a devil's seat right there.
Always. It's always New York. And they always show you the Statue of Liberty. That lets you know exactly, oh, this Babylon. Okay.
Right.
Because they pictures speak, images speak to you, whether you want to believe it or not. You dumb Negroes out there that don't believe in images. Meanwhile, you watching TV and you watching this.
So you don't believe in images, but going back to that, what we were just watching, she had a shirt on with the American flag.
There you go.
That said, don't be gay, weak and gay, right? And who's she going after?
Right.
The black man. Right. So that shows you who the attack is against, and read into what she had on her shirt. Get that in Revelation 12 and 10 right now, since we in Revelation, because we got to show our people who the righteous and who the wicked of the earth are.
Right.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard
read 9 and 10 together.
Verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
Which deceiveth the whole world. Who deceived the whole world? who gave you white images of Jesus when there's no such thing as a white Jesus?
Right.
Go ahead.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Go ahead.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ.
Go ahead.
For the accuser of our brethren.
That's the part I wanted.
There you go.
So she's got that shirt on. Then she's making this rant against black people. The accuser of our brethren
is cast down, which accuse them before our God day and night.
So they must pay. They must pay. Right. Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord. What was the second? What we got next? What's next? What's next in the lineup?
Hey, pull up the next article video. You right over there, bro? You right over there? Get a little excited about that scripture.
Yeah,
all right, that's what it is.
Who putting that pressure on him?
Okay. What we got here?
Juneteenth.
Is that the second one?
Yep.
Okay.
Think so.
As our nation marks Juneteenth today, we're getting live pictures of some of the celebrations happening across the country. There on the left, that's Milwaukee, Texas on the right. And there's Opal Lee. She's known as the grandmother of Juneteenth, and she's participating in an event there in Fort Worth, Texas. Now, Juneteenth marks the day in 1865. Troops finally brought news to Galveston, Texas, that slaves across the country were free. And it came more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. Our own Tremaine Lee recently traveled to Galveston, where the fight for equality is still ongoing more than a century and a half later. And the latest front is gentrification. And Tremaine Lee is here with us now. What an opportunity to explore really the roots of this day and to learn where we are today.
That's right. I went down. The descendants of some of those folks who celebrated those earliest Juneteenth celebrations in the name of freedom and equality are fighting to hold on to that legacy, but also fighting to literally hold on to their communities. I went down to Galveston to learn more. Check it out.
You're here on the southwest corner of 22nd and Strand, where the Juneteenth story began.
It's been 157 years since the very first Juneteenth celebration, here on the island of Galveston in Texas, where the last of America's enslaved black people were finally freed. Sam Collins is the co-chair of the Juneteenth Legacy Project.
We're at the colored church on Broadway, where the Union soldiers would have moved through the city and posted the notice, General Order Number 3, on the door here.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on. Did y'all hear what he said?
Yep.
The colored church.
Yep. What I got was they would have posted the notice there. What if you can't read?
Right.
That's like me looking at Chinese. Right. What is that going to do for me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they kept us in slavery multiple years after. Go ahead.
It required absolute equality, but for Galveston's black community, equality has been anything but absolute.
People talk about Black Wall Street in Tulsa, but there were many communities that were successful outside of those stories of places that were destroyed. Galveston was one of those thriving communities.
He says low-paying jobs, a rising cost of living, young and middle-class black folks fleeing for better opportunities elsewhere, all drained historic neighborhoods. And then, in 2008, a near-death blow to the black community, Hurricane Ike.
Tonight, Galveston is a soaked and shattered disaster zone.
75% of Galveston's houses and other buildings were taken out by the storm, including nearly 600 units of public housing. The primarily black residents who lived there had no choice but to relocate. Between 2000 and 2010, Galveston's black population plummeted by 37%. The city was eventually forced by the federal government to bring some public housing units back. Then came the pandemic. As struggling families dislocated, Galveston drew in wealthy investors.
So many of the homes that used to be occupied by black families are now short-term rentals.
Black families moving in?
No, I have almost never heard of any black families moving in at all.
Generations of June Pulliam's family grew up in Galveston, in this century-old clapboard house by the Gulf.
I recognize this front porch.
Yes, that's the front porch of where we are now. This is my great-grandfather, Ralph Albert Scull, who was 5 the year of Juneteenth.
Folks used to call this place Island of Color, a name that's faded with time.
I guess what's at stake is just the preservation of this very important history. They made homes for themselves. They educated themselves. They formed organizations.
I want to bring back black folks having some economic influence on the island.
Longtime resident Anthony Griffin is breathing new life into old black Galveston.
We want to put commercial development there, place a hotel on the other side of the street. We own 3 or 4 lots on the other side.
His plan? Buy up as much land as he can to house and employ families still fighting for the true freedom that was promised.
If you don't have economic opportunity, if you don't own land, if you're not able to participate fully in the American dream, you can't ever have absolute equality.
Damn.
Pause.
We watched all of it to just get to that point right there.
Yep. There you go. There you go. So you go through all the oppression that you see your people go through. Gentrification, slavery, redlining, COVID, and you still want to chase the American dream. You got to be
America crushed us.
There you go.
Right.
And now we believe in a dream.
If you look in the beginning of that video and that mural that they have up, it says absolute freedom.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, excuse me, absolute equality.
Equality.
Right. And everything that we've gone through, there's nothing equal that we've ever been through. There's nothing that we've gone through that any other nation could say that we've endured that type of punishment or that type of ridicule or red line, all that stuff. We haven't. There's nothing equal about that.
You can't make it equal because what we went through can't be duplicated.
Exactly.
You can't. It's going to happen, but you can't give anybody else what we went through. I'm gonna prove it out of the Bible. Give me that in Daniel 9. Daniel 9 and 12.
Bring it out, because you know what you about to bring out. What are they reading in the churches? If we are crying out for equality, we don't read that nowhere in the Bible. What are they reading to people?
I don't know. They read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John with no understanding. That's what they read.
The Psalms.
Got it?
Yes, sir. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil.
God brought upon us a great evil. Read.
For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
Hold on. Read it again.
For under the whole heaven.
Under the whole heaven. Read.
Excuse me. Hath not been done as hath been done under Jerusalem.
So what he's letting us know is what we went through ain't happened to nobody else.
Right.
That is why you can't ask for equality when you in the predicament that we in. We don't need equality. We need equity, which we ain't gonna get no equity because nobody's gonna put themselves under what we went through. They like, hell no. Y'all have been subjugated to the worst things mankind has ever known. Syphilis. What's the blanket?
Tuskegee. Oh yeah.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Smallpox blankets.
The Tuskegee experiment. Where they,
all different types of things.
Medical apartheid. All of that.
It's endless. Endless things that we read about, stuff we don't even know about to this day. Still things we don't know about to this, like we read about the slave ship Clotilda. They were still bringing us after they said it was done.
Right.
Bishop went over to Ghana. He been on that for about 4 months now. Still stuff to be brought out. It's more and more history. You can't. For you to still, and it's the biggest thing. For you to still want to live out the American dream, you think you're an American.
Exactly.
You still haven't identified that this ain't your land.
Exactly.
Hey, Cap.
Yeah.
Can I get Exodus 1 and 7?
Bring it out.
And what I notice year after year with our people, we know the history of, segregation and how we thrived as a nation of people.
Right.
When we were separate from the other nations. But what our people don't understand is those are the type of things that we got to get back to.
Right.
We still see it today where when we separate ourselves, that's when we begin to grow. That's when our children are more attentive. That's when they learn more and they develop and they thinking is a lot higher than it is if we was to send them to daycare and things like that.
Right.
Read that.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty.
All of the different communities that we had, whether it was Black Wall Street, in the Carolinas, in the Georgias, wherever it was at in the United States, we grew exceedingly.
Right.
Our dollar lasted longer in our community.
Right.
We had education systems. We had churches, hospitals, movie theaters, all of these things. But when the scriptures say Zephaniah 2:1, when we go out and teach that, it's like we forget about it. Even when we march and do these interviews with the other nations and we say these are the things that made us a great people during that time, but yet we don't know how to come back to that.
There you go. There you go. We can't do it because we don't have that sense of unity that we had.
Right.
Remember, Hosea 5, it says, in their affliction, they'll seek us early. Back then, we was afflicted.
Yeah.
Right now, I can go buy a $500 Gucci bag if I want to.
Right.
I can go to Wendy's if I want to. I can go to McDonald's if I want to. If all I can do is go to LIONZ barbecue, then I'm going to go.
Hey.
But I can't even go there. That's why the Most High say he got to jack us up.
Right.
He got to continue to jack us up so that we come together. And it's coming.
Yep.
Those times are coming. That's what Bishop been getting us ready for and prepared for. It's going to come a day when ain't going to be no more fast food. When it ain't going to be, you can't go get a car from anybody you want to. Guess what? We're going to all have to work together to make sure this one car work.
Right.
Because we can't go buy a new one. Ain't nobody going to sell it to you. Our card ain't going to work. We gonna learn how to come together in those times.
We're going to be forced to.
Give me that Micah 2:10 real quick.
Yep.
Micah 2:10, because he spoke about he buying land and he's still trying to repair the land and get everything back to where it was at. Yep. He want to build it back up to where it used to be.
Right.
Not understanding how did you end up here? That is what we felt. We always want to go back to Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Right.
We want to go back to Rosewood. We want to go back to the great migration in Chicago, the times in Harlem. What about before that?
Right.
Where were we at before we were brought here to this land?
Right.
Nobody wants to investigate that. Nobody act like they don't know what it is, and it's because it's been beat out of us. But there was a time before that. Read that.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart.
Oh, do what?
Arise ye and depart.
The Bible says arise and depart. The Bible didn't say go invest and build and try to build back Galveston. No, it says arise and depart. Read.
For this is not your rest.
For what?
For this is not your rest.
This land is not our rest. I want to make sure I clear this up for everybody. We're not saying don't do these things, but we're saying mentally, spiritually, your mindset got to be, how can we do these things temporarily, ultimately, in our patient waiting of Christ?
Right.
We understand we're going to need certain things. That's why the scripture said, build ye houses, live in them. Give me that, was that Jeremiah?
Yep.
Give me that Jeremiah real quick. Because while we're in captivity, we're going to need these things. So we're not knocking those of you that have financial solutions to the problems that the temporary problems that we have. But understand, if your mindset is not separate from here in America, that's an issue. You got it?
Yes, sir. Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 5. Build ye houses.
Do what?
Build ye houses.
So this is what Jeremiah told us while we were in Babylon for 70 years. Do what?
Build ye houses.
Build ye houses.
And dwell in them.
And dwell in them. Read.
And plant gardens. And eat the fruit of them.
Read.
Take ye wives. And beget sons and daughters. And take wives for your sons. And give your daughters to husbands.
Read.
That they may bear sons and daughters. That ye may be increased.
Right. That's what Lahad was just talking about. We get increased in captivity. Read.
That ye may be increased there and not diminished.
Read.
And seek the peace of the city. Whether I have caused you to be carried away captives.
That's the key part. That's the key. That's what a lot of y'all don't understand. And this is why your endeavors don't work. Y'all don't understand that you are carried away in a strange land captive.
Right.
While you're building these homes, while you're trying to rebuild the city, understand, now we just doing this. This is where we at right now.
Right.
That ain't their mindset. I guarantee you, they trying to figure out a 400-year plan of how they can do this and flip this and do that. No, this is not the end game. This is a temporary fix.
Right.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Yeah, Al Sender, small town, Pennsylvania. Hey, I enjoy the show every Sunday night, and like I always say when I call you guys, it's beautiful what you bringing out.
Yes, sir.
That what you're supposed to do here, this is not our home.
Right.
And the captivity. Okay, now you are saying that, and the bishop, the whole organization is saying that.
Right.
But who is not saying that? Who is your roadblock? The black pastor. You ain't gonna get by. If the black pastor would shake your hand and say, we all got off the slave boat, this all applies to us in Deuteronomy 68. It's us. We know we the people. Look at it. We hated by all nations.
Right.
Okay, and you just spoke about the families and multiplying. They don't talk about that because they marry white women. So they all toe up. Everything that you are teaching, I believe in my heart in reading the Bible, that is for the 1/3. Them people ain't gonna never wake up, man. Them people love white Jesus, love white America. And the black pastors, they're pushing them. I wonder, why do he think he can keep a congregation if he tells them the truth? I think he thinks that everybody will walk out of his church if he tell them the truth. I'm willing to gamble that, hey, they might even stay. It might still give an offering. I don't know the answer to that. But for some reason, he is blocking the truth. Number one enemy to so-called the black America, which are the Hebrews. Number one enemy, the black Christian pastor. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling in. All praises. One of our favorite callers.
Right.
All praises. So, like we were saying, read that verse again at Micah 2:10. Did we read it? Yeah, we read it. Did we read it?
Yeah.
Read it again.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10.
To hit on what he was bringing out.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
You see that? America is not our rest. Read.
Because it is polluted.
Because what?
It is polluted.
America is polluted. Read.
It shall destroy you.
It shall what?
It shall destroy you.
Read.
Even with a sore destruction.
Even with a sore destruction. America shall destroy you with a sore destruction. That's what's awaiting you. If the longer we stay around, the more we're going to get defiled. It's just like we saw Marlon Wayans last week. He defended his transsexual son. He wouldn't do that if he was in a proper environment, because he ain't gay. He got children. So he had sex with a woman the right way. He ain't have what's the name of the Brittany Griner? He ain't have a Brittany Griner baby. He did it the old school way. So, but the longer you hear, your conscience become defiled. Go ahead, Cap.
I was gonna say, if you not the
threw me
video
off with the Brittany Griner, baby.
So, scroll down the article real quick, because a lot of people tend to overlook why is it even a holiday. There's a whole article, not the video. Because the top of the article, go down to where it says it was one of the few tangible changes. Yeah.
From Black Lives Matter.
You want me to read it from It Was?
Yeah, it's just 2 quick paragraphs, because again, a lot of people, we went out, we was asking them, what is Juneteenth about? They have no clue. Some would say slavery, why we got a holiday, they don't even know, right? Yeah, read that.
It was one of the few tangible changes that was put into place after a wave of protests for racial justice that had rocked the country the previous year.
Right, because it was made an actual holiday in 2021, because prior to that, black people, y'all was burning down America due to all the racial injustice going on from Seattle to New York to down south. Everywhere was on fire, right? Read the article.
Juneteenth has its origins in Texas, where in 1865, the head of the federal occupation issued General Order Number 3, and in doing so brought the Emancipation Proclamation into full force across the reunited country. Yet that same order made clear that the newly freed black people couldn't slack off. The connection between owner and property became one of employer and hired labor.
Right. So when they emancipated you, they gave you a 9 to 5. Keep reading.
Accordingly, the Union commander decreed that freedmen are advised to remain quietly at their present homes and work for wages, and stressed that they will not be supported in idleness if they left their former oppressor's land.
Yeah, scroll on to the next article, the next paragraph.
Texas first made Juneteenth an official holiday in 1980. After decades as a more regional celebration, the holiday quickly gained awareness nationally over the last decade, especially after it was featured on the ABC sitcom Blackish in 2017. But it was the civil rights protests of 2020 that truly propelled it into the mainstream, as millions took to the streets to demand an end to police brutality against Black Americans following the death of George Floyd in Minnesota and Breonna Taylor in Kentucky. Lawmakers seized on boosting Juneteenth as a way to show that those millions of voices weren't being totally ignored.
Right. So they gave us a holiday to appease us. I just want you to read the third paragraph, just that top line. Scroll down. So they gave that to you because you was tearing up America, right? And we had a lot of social injustices. It's talking about the police abusing us. Go ahead.
But it's seeming more and more like this was a gilded token.
It was a what?
A gilded token.
It was a gilded token.
Right.
We just threw something out there to shut y'all up for a minute because has police reform happened? No.
Nope.
We keep seeing week after week. We had recently North Florida.
Yep.
The young man served America, this great land of opportunity, and got shot in his home, just like Botham Jean.
There you go.
So ain't nothing changed.
Damn. And, hey, give me that gift to scroll at the heart.
Yep.
Because that's all that was. All Juneteenth. It happened 1865.
Right.
And in Texas, they already had a holiday in 1980, which is still 100 years later.
Right.
You mean to tell me that y'all didn't think about that the whole time up until today? Golly. That lets you know we are afterthought to America.
Right.
We are an afterthought.
And then you still working while the white boy gets off.
Yes.
On Juneteenth. You still going to work.
Yep, because you need every dollar you can get because they ain't getting no reparations. You ain't getting no reparations. You got it? Ecclesiastes?
7.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
And a what?
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
So this, what you quoted in that article was a perfect cause and effect. They was being oppressed. They was mad. They said, hey, let's give them a gift. All right, cool. Everybody took the gift happily.
Right.
Like, oh, Juneteenth. Okay, cool. Let's calm down. They gave us a day. They gave us a day. All right, cool. We got another day off. I can respect that. Calm down. Call the boys off.
Hey,
that's what happened.
Remember, Cap, they at that time, too, they wanted to put that Harriet Tubman $20 bill.
Right.
And everybody's, oh,
Said, no, that worked.
That comment worked.
That's that let us deal wisely with them.
There you go.
They know they got a couple of things in the bag just in case when the Negro rise up again.
There you go.
They already got it.
Find that picture of all the politicians taking a knee with dashikis on.
Oh, yeah.
Find that picture. We just showing y'all all this stuff is a ploy. Guess I wouldn't be surprised. Don't quote me on it. If we still here, I wouldn't be surprised 20 years from now. Juneteenth is like it's an afterthought.
That's what they're complaining about. It's already happening.
It's a day you're going to look at and be like, oh, why we got this day off? Oh, it's Juneteenth? Oh, okay.
All right.
It's another day to barbecue.
Right now they trying to make it big.
They're like, we ain't paying y'all for that.
It's just like Labor Day. You be looking, you be like, why we ain't got work? Oh, Labor Day. Oh, okay, cool. Right now they trying to make it big. They're trying to commercialize it. It's all just to appease the Negro.
Hey, I think I told you, I'll tell the audience, when we were at that Juneteenth event, and they started off, they played the black national anthem, right?
Lift up every voice.
So in the middle of the park, in the best spot, Esau set up his Republican tent, right? And then he goes up to the front, because I'm standing right next to him.
Right.
We all trying to speak to the lady who's putting it on. And he says, I demand to know why the national anthem wasn't played. It's the Juneteenth event. And he's like, you Negroes, you better know where you are.
Bow down.
You know what I'm saying? Bow down. Play my song.
Pull that picture up. And give me that scripture where it says, though he humbled himself. Give me that. Though he humbled himself. So this is what was going on during 2020. This is what was going on during 2020. And a lot of y'all ate it up. Y'all thought this man had a conscience. You thought he cared about you. They was taking knees, wearing dashikis. Where is that at now? What? A lot of y'all thought Kamala Harris was black.
Right.
Y'all thought she was an AKA. She had 4 years. 4 years to show that she's black. She ain't do a damn thing.
I ain't never seen her with fried chicken.
Hey, remember, they said if you didn't vote for Trump, was it Trump? I mean, not Trump, but Biden. If you don't vote for Biden, you ain't black.
Yeah.
What did Biden do for us? Nothing.
He's shuffling around right now.
Go ahead. Y'all got that verse?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 11.
Leave that picture up. This is a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Though he humble himself.
Though he what?
Though he humble himself.
Y'all see that? Though he humble himself. The white woman, and don't be fooled, the white woman is the most evil out of all of them. She support the man over everybody. She support that evil white man. Read.
And go crouching.
And go what?
And go crouching.
Perfect example. Head down. But look at the dude in the back. He got the picture of whoever they murdered. Yeah. We thinking about you. Read.
Yet take good heed.
Do what?
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Read.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
You see that? That his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Meaning what? That evil is going to be there.
Hey.
That evil is still there. Go ahead.
Cap. And in this, looking at that picture, put that
keep
picture
it up.
back
Keep
up.
the picture. Yeah.
Put the picture back up. And you see some of our own people that's involved with this stuff, right? So don't get it twisted. Y'all in the Christian church, when the black politicians come in your church when it's time to push voting,
right?
They don't give a damn about you either.
Yep.
So the same thing that we read about the white man and all these other nations, understand that they in it too.
Yep.
Hey, go back to history. Go back to history, right? Keep that up. Go back to the history of when he did this before. Go to Genesis 27:38.
Yeah.
When he went crouching before his father.
Right. Yep.
This is nothing new.
Blessing.
This is why you got to know your enemies.
Right.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
And he lifted up his voice and wept. He was also lying. Jump down to verse 41. And see what he did afterwards.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself. Purposing to kill thee.
You seeing that image right there?
Right.
Jacob and Esau.
There you go. There you go. Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break, y'all. Going to play some ASAP Judah, and then we'll be right back. Let's go to that first.
How you come for me? On scripture, how you come for me? I know that you. With the scripture, all by nature. Christ be the king and the manager. But I got me this island. Come for me. How you come for me? Know the word of God, I need your company. I know that you. With the scripture, all by nature. Christ be the king and the manager. Holding tight to the word of God, they know they think they're special. Serving the Lord and his people levels, chosen people special. Know that the body has been terrestrial, pray that we soon celestial. Them man be lying, thieving, roaring, roaming around them devils. Don't say me, don't talk, stop it. Keep it a low, the Sabbath, belly, Sabbath. KJB, my armor, you don't want no drama, prophets with that lava, prophesy. Purple and golden numbers, like doctrine where you run it. Like back at the sword, that's Hebrews 4, when I swing that sword, that's my man running. About to come hard like sauna. Can't come to the wall with no armor. Yeah, you don't know. Can't kill my vibe, my mother. No way. Just came from the school, you know we local. Killing the old man, kill his old tools. Old school. I keep the unity with brethren, you know we must do. I know we running from the ways, you know we must do. On scripture, how you call for me? Ooh, yeah. On scripture, how you come for me? Ooh, yeah. I know that you. With the scripture, all by nature. Christ be the king and the manager. But I got me this island. Come for me. Ooh, how you come for me? Know the word of God, I need your company. Ooh, I know that you. With the scripture, all by nature. Christ be the king and the man. Esau gon' fall in the kingdom come, you know we because the Jew. Professor thought, get to the ground, Jeremiah 42. Coulda, roll around with no Huda. Fringe with the blue Buddha. establishing order. No, it's spiritual war, no, it's warfare. If there's any demons, no, we have to war them. I'm sticking to the scripture. If you're my mister, be my brother's keeper, we still enduring. Shiloh, we're praying that you come. Shiloh, praying that you come. Oh. Enduring in this fight, fight is a struggle, no can't deny you. Come for me, yeah. On scripture, how you come for me, yeah. I know that you. With the scripture, yeah, all by that. Christ be the king of the manager. Nobody got me this silence. Come for me, yeah. How you come for me? No, no, what I got, I need your company, yeah. I know that you. With the scripture, yeah, all by that. Christ be the king of the manager.
So me I say, yo, J Mali, read him
Say, let me tell you something that you know. Check down for my sins, cause you know I had to keep the love in faith, and you know I got. I say I never go back there. Yeah, life become a long way. Are you that for the tribe of Judah? Still got a long way to go. Everybody in the middle, say the black Messiah. Send up to praise, send them up, and we send them higher. Yeah, standing up, yeah, oh yeah, Lord gives me endurance. Send my prayers in the morning to the Messiah. Like who that ringing by my cellular? Got the world from cap saying, go get it down. I knew under the sun. Prophets break, click, KGB, the town. See, click, got it open the curtain. See, these niggas ain't learning. Like, since milk, so we keep learning. Match that work, it has it burning. Mojo. Everybody head turning, but drop on the serpent. Washing my like detergent. Prophets, I got women, I do. I know I have a night. I prophesy, cause you know we gotta get it, yeah. Examine my soul, cause I gotta get it, yeah. Examine my soul, so I don't be high-minded. Everybody in the middle, so they play Messiah. Send them to prayer, send them up, and we send them higher. Yeah, standing up, yeah, oh yeah, Lord gives me endurance. Send my prayers in the morning to the great Messiah. I do. Play the truth for the track, everybody got some more. I do. Spread the truth. Let me say. No sé para mañana, todavía hay algo que go harder. Israelita no dominicana, todos los días sigue la ley. Yeah. Every day we shaking Yahweh. Joshua the name my prayer. Shebe, my prayer. Many times my prayer. Shebe, my prayer. Many times. Christ to the king said we push him, whoosh. Four corners cry loud. Tell the Lord stop burn up the beat like the burning bush. Prophets about can't talk about kush. Spiritual bangers man coming like mush. I cat more burn up the thing like Dupa. Scripture back and wide like Panda. Verb like I'm like Mufasa. Headlock in the script like Jama. You never got that baba like after the ducking. Somebody lost it. This is the work of the prophets. Wanna know when you expect it. Just trust me when the goes in my script. Like when you want bang man box it. Israel on the rise, no stopping. With the creme to the dead. Spiritually lift us quest. This go harder. Israelita no dominicana, todos los días sigue la ley. Every day we singing Yahweh. Joshua the name my prayer. Shebre, my prayer. Many times my prayer. Shebre, my prayer. Many times. The book might hold my life. For this truth I'll slip and slime. Cap more, let's go, let's ride. Prophets all up in my line. Sown that seed, spiritual. John 6:3, spiritual. Cut down sin umbilical. Cut down sin umbilical. We ain't got time for beefing over corners. You know what I'm saying? Worldwide, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jump on the bandwagon or get left, fam. Yeah? My brain, my brain. Todos los días sigue la ley, todos los días sigue la ley. You know what I'm saying?
Let it loose. What? Shout out to my brothers in the UK.
The man number scat.
Them boys got them ad libs for you. I like the ad libs though. All praise. So we back, y'all. We back. We took a extended commercial break because I think y'all need to go get that ASAP Judah album ASAP. And you got to go get that Sons of Thunder album.
Well, I got them both.
Yeah.
They're going back and forth and repeat right now.
Right. Yeah.
Mostly ASAP Judah.
I can't lie. I got the same rotation. The the soundtrack to the end of the world. It's growing on me slowly but surely. Who got the speakers on? Is that me? I'm hearing somebody. Come on, Cap.
Hey, you know we got fire music in Israel when the bass start thumping. Right. You pull up to a stoplight and the Negro next to you is like, I'm like, bro, that's some Christian rap, right? Righteous.
Oh, man. Yeah, all praise. So, what we got next? Cap?
Well, they should already have it pulled up. We've been on break. What we got? IT. Oh yeah, that's you had that one, Cap. The dentist. Dentist.
Yeah. So, I saw this article. Go ahead, read that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Atlanta Black Star, shoot your ghetto A in the street. Florida dentist accused of sending nearly 100 racist, violent death threats to dozens of victims, texting FBI agent middle finger emojis.
So this lets you know the level of pride that this man has.
Right.
Esau don't give a damn who you is, what you represent. When they believe in something, they gonna stand on it. They gonna stand on business. Go ahead. Read the article.
A Florida dentist faces federal charges for sending dozens of racist and violent messages to several victims for nearly a year after ignoring warnings from the FBI.
So, this man is a convicted racist, right? The FBI is trying to warn him. Which when do the FBI give warnings? Hey, you sir, you're being pretty full of hatred. Right. Could you stop that? What type of warning do you give? Right. Anyway,
a text message.
This what lets you know when we talk about the police and we talk about the KKK and everybody tries to point the finger at these different entities. It ain't the entity. It's the people. Right. And this is a dentist. So now do we blame all dentists for being racist? No, it's the people. It is the people. Go ahead, keep reading.
Richard Glenn Cantwell could spend up to 15 years in prison if he's convicted on the 3 counts of interstate transmission of a threat to injure that authorities charged him with.
Look at that, your friendly dentist. Yep, put his picture up there. Let's make him famous.
Does he hate black gums?
Yep.
Hey, I was just thinking about that, man. He's a dentist, so he can have you in the most vulnerable position, man.
Yep.
God,
I hate your black gums. Damn, I gotta clean them. I hate your black tartar. Go ahead.
Might not need that tooth pulled. I pulled it anyway.
Federal prosecutors say the 60-year-old dentist from Tampa, Florida, sent nearly 100 death threats and disturbing messages to 42 victims.
42 victims.
That's crazy.
I thought he looked familiar.
Go ahead.
Victims between August 2019 and July 2020. He reportedly used email,
social media, and text messages to relay his threats. So he was getting it in. He got a whole media team.
Right.
Damn. Go ahead.
The FBI spoke to Cantwell in October 2019 and warned him to stop after one victim reported the dentist to law enforcement.
So hold on. This is how you know we in a downtrodden position. Imagine going to a dentist and then you got to go to the police. They go tell on the dentist. Like that, I can't even fathom that. Like it was such a horrible experience. You like, I'm gonna call the police on you, nigga. That's reality for us.
Damn.
That is reality for black people. That's how you know we denizens. Go ahead.
Despite the warning, Cantwell continued his onslaught of harassment for 10 more months, according to court documents. Prosecutors alleged that Cantwell repeatedly sent threatening messages to people across the country who didn't maintain the same beliefs as he did.
So the question is, what was his beliefs?
Right.
What was his beliefs that nobody else believed in? Go ahead.
In one message he wrote, "Cannot wait to shoot your ghetto in the street. Wow. You will die like every other piece of SHIT."
Wow. Go ahead.
In another message, Cantwell wrote, "Take note because liberal like you get raped in alleys by really big black guys that serve our cause. So you are going to get raped by at least 5 and do nothing.
Wow.
You are the #1 target, you degenerated blank."
Redacted.
Go ahead.
He went off.
Yeah.
The FBI tried to confront Cantwell again in July 2021. But he refused and rejected the notion he was doing anything illegal.
Now this is the crazy part, y'all. Since when does the FBI not be able to reach who they need to reach?
Right.
That last I checked, they can pull up and arrest people in other countries and bad boys just came out, right? They just regular police officers, they can make stuff happen. Right. But the FBI ain't got no power to find a dentist. What type of dentist is this?
Hey, when have you ever heard of the FBI sending you a text message?
There you go.
What the hell is this?
And you responding back and forth with the text message and being belligerent,
right?
And nothing happens. You continue your practice. That's called white privilege.
Right.
Go ahead.
Then he texted 2 middle finger emojis to an FBI agent, writing explicit "you," according to Miami Herald. Many of Cantwell's other messages were laced with racial slurs, anti-gay sentiments, and praise for former President Donald Trump.
So,
that's his doctrine.
He's a good guy. I get my teeth pulled from him all the time. Very good guy.
This shows you the level of hatred that these people have for us. You can't even get your teeth pulled without being at ease. That's why it says it will destroy you. Go ahead.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna try to improv. You, sir, are a degenerate piece of. Read your article about the great Donald Trump. Cantwell wrote in one thread. You are gay. I love what Trump does and where he stays. God bless the great President Trump and his family. F you and yours. Hire extra security. You're going to need it. I plan on effing you up just for the fun of it.
Damn.
So
that's a promise.
As you see, on and on and on.
Wait. Go back. Was that a text? Because isn't that a law, like when you
just threaten?
I know it's a threat, like it's a terrorist threat, but when you do it through media, I thought that was like an extra charge.
Well, that's why they said they're gonna get them on all those different things.
All the different accounts. It was over 100.
Yep, under 100 accounts. So I thought that was interesting. Give me that Ezekiel 35 about the perpetual hatred. Your friendly neighborhood doctor hates black people.
Yeah, that's while we was reading that made me think about when Edomites get pulled over by other Edomites.
Right.
Like, do you not know who I am?
Right. Yep.
We only kill black people.
Only kill black.
Made me think we don't need no more rappers. We need some dentists.
That part. Like I said, we ain't afflicted enough.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
A what?
A perpetual hatred.
So much hatred that you willing to flick off the FBI agent. You willing to ignore the warnings and the white dude trying to take care of you. Like, hey man, look, Bob. I don't really have a problem with you, but we got eyes on you. We're looking at you. All right, we're checking your text messages. It's not looking good for you.
We'll take these two middle fingers
F off, man. He continues. Go ahead, read it again.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
You see that? These people got a perpetual hatred. And this is what he does in the light. Ain't no telling what he do in the dark. When the rest of his dentists get together and they find somebody that they deem worthy of being messed with, ain't no telling what's going on.
Oh, you know what they do in the dark?
Yeah.
They get the bed sheets on, they put the holes in the eyes.
There you go. That's how our children, our daughters are going missing. People like this. Y'all think it in? No, this is just the start of what they do. This is what's seen to the public eye. There's a lot more things going on, and there's a lot more networks, stuff we don't know about. Stuff we don't know about that's going on. All we see is 60,000 people missing. Well, you got to think, if there's a network that has 60,000 kids missing, how big is the network where these kids are going?
Right.
Let's just say on the small scale, it's 20,000 people that's working behind the scenes with all these different things. It's crazy. It is crazy. So let's go to the next one.
Hey, pull up that video behind it right quick, because this is a dentist, right?
Yep.
This is a regular dentist. Anybody ever heard of this dentist? Was he on the dentist all-star team or anything like that?
Yeah.
Pull up that next to the, yeah. He wasn't on the, go to 30 seconds. He wasn't on the dentist all-star team or nothing. I mean,
his colleagues know what it is.
Yeah.
They know what it is.
Hundreds of houses for black people. Who are these black people? Well, it's me, Mary J. Blige, Jay-Z, and Eddie Murphy. Only black people in the whole neighborhood. So let's break it down. Me, I'm a decent comedian. I'm all right. Mary J. Blige, one of the greatest R&B singers to ever walk the earth. Jay-Z, one of the greatest rappers to ever live. Eddie Murphy, one of the funniest actors to ever do it. Do you know what the white man that lives next door to me does for a living? He's a fucking dentist.
And he hates you.
That's it.
And he hates you.
Yeah, and he hates you. Damn.
Dentist, white dentist.
Just a regular, normal, what it went on. He just a regular dentist.
That's crazy.
And this guy probably got to practice right in the hood.
Yep.
And Cap, right after that, he said black people got to fly, but the white man, all he got to do is walk.
He got to walk.
He get to the same places we do, but we got to fly.
Damn.
Hey, Cap, you brought up an interesting point now thinking about it. That dentist has access to certain, not just information, but certain, what's the word I'm looking for? Chemicals to put you to sleep.
That's why I said it's scary,
that's
bro.
crazy.
Yep.
That's some scary stuff.
Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Nashville.
What's going on out of Nashville? What's your question or comment?
My question is, you can't trust the enemy. You can't trust Esau.
Right.
And you can't trust them. I could bring out some silver.
Yeah, what you got?
Go to Walk 12 and 10.
Sirach 12 and 13. Sirach 12 and 13.
No, walking 12 and 10.
12 and 10?
Sirach 12
yeah, walking 12 and 10. You can't trust your enemy.
Okay, read that.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
That means you can't trust your enemy. You can't trust Esau because they always gonna be wicked.
Yep.
You can't never trust them.
Yep. 100%.
That's what the super say.
That's what it say. That's what it say, boss. Thank you for calling in with the precept.
Absolutely. Yep. That's some scary thing because they do have access, but it ain't just them. It's your veterinarian.
Yep. Right.
It's your doctors.
Yep.
It's
Your lawyer.
Your employer.
They all.
Yep. Your boss.
Confederate.
Right.
Your McDonald's boss.
Yep.
Damn.
Never work on weekends when I ask.
Your superintendent.
Damn. It's a scary
Hey, Shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
You got me kind of a little worried because I just got my teeth pulled last week. And ever since I got them pulled, it ain't been right. they had to put me to sleep.
Step away from the greases.
I had to get forfeited. Two wisdom in loyalty and expertise. I had to get to it, and I haven't been right to it. Like my mouth hurts. Like it's it ain't right. This time I needed to get to it because there was nothing else alignment on my teeth. Because I have extra baby teeth, and I'm almost 30. I still got baby teeth, so they said it was messing up my alignment. So I went along with it to get it forward, and yeah, it ain't been right. And then you bring out this article, it got me feeling some type of way.
It got all of us feeling some kind of way.
I know the sister said you supposed to trust the physician, but
right.
Yeah. I don't trust Esau when they keep telling me.
Hey sis.
When they got to do surgery.
Hey sis, what you frying up?
When I'm frying up?
Yeah.
No, nothing. I ain't frying anything. It's too hot to fry. It's very hot up here. We got Floridian weather up here in Detroit.
All right. All praise. Thank you for calling in, sis.
Hey, Kat, can I get a quick script?
Yeah.
Go to Psalms 58:3. So this is Esau is going to get his dentistry when the Lord returns. You know what I'm saying? Go to Psalm 58:3 and then jump.
Psalm chapter 50 and verse 3.
Hey.
Go
ahead.
Our God shall come.
Psalm 58:3.
Yes, sir.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Esau, read.
They go astray as soon as they be born. Speaking lies.
Now, this is the judgment they're going to receive. Verse 6.
Verse 6. Break their teeth, oh God.
Do what?
Break their teeth, oh God.
So the Lord going to practice dentistry on Esau.
In their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions.
Read on.
Oh Lord. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let him be as cut in pieces.
So Esau going to be judged for all the wickedness he said about us. All the wicked he said about us.
I like that dentistry.
I like that precept. I like that
The Lord's
precept.
dentistry.
All praises. Did you ask
I was finna say, and it ain't just only dentists like you was going into. A lot of these doctors in general, especially the ones who operate or minister to our women. When the black women go see the doctors, you will go in there for, let's say you broke your wrist, right? And they will prescribe you something for something else. Like, what the hell is this? You didn't even give me a solution to what I came in here for. I just wanted my damn hand wrapped. You gave me a prescription for something else.
There you go.
That's how they treat us.
I'm finna show y'all something, because we was gonna go into this last week, but we rushed. So it's funny how that works. Play that video I just posted for the on the LIONZ Den. Going into health. Going into the health.
Hidden with.
Go ahead. Press play, y'all.
Within pages of history, there are stories that shiver the soul. For centuries, Black Americans were unknowingly thrust into a world of medical experimentation. Imagine enduring surgery with no anesthesia, feeling every cut, every stitch.
Pause.
Or being exposed.
We talk about this. The reason why America was able to advance over all the other nations in medicine is because they used us as test, guinea pigs.
Right.
The black man, black woman, we were subjugated. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't understand what happened during slavery. A lot of things we don't even know. You can watch Goodbye Uncle Tom and see a little bit of it, and you can actually feel a little bit of it, but it don't show you everything else.
Right.
Surgeries, the reason how they got the Tommy John this and hernia this and all that stuff, they did that to us with no medicine.
Right.
None. Go ahead, press play.
Exposed to diseases, used to track the path of infections with no care for your well-being. Drugs never before given to humans, tested first on black bodies, as if their lives were mere footnotes in scientific journals. Radiation exposure, chemical tests, without consent, without explanation, without protection. Isolated in medical facilities, families left wondering, waiting, fearing the worst. These stories were in headline news. They were whispers, rumors, until the truth could no longer be contained. This dark history isn't just American, it's a shadow that stretches across the globe, wherever silence shields the truth, hidden with.
So, That just gives you a little glimpse. A little glimpse.
Yep.
It talks about all the different medicines that came out.
Yeah.
It talks about radiology, all these different things. When you read into these things, these different avenues that America was able to excel itself, guess who's at the bottom of it? Black bodies.
Yep.
Black bodies were subjugated to all these different things. Before they had Tylenol, guess what? They had to work it out a million different ways. Guess who was subjugated to it? We was. All that happened to us.
Hey, the grave robbers, they would dig us back up and practice surgeries on our bodies.
Wow.
You know, I got a book about that, you know, and then of course, you know, leadership bought out medical apartheid and stuff, but that thing runs real deep. The things that they've done to use us as guinea pigs. For
that type of stuff still goes on. Back then, it was more like, you know, it was more in the open. Like they all knew, like this is what we do, right? Now, with our brothers and sisters filling the prison houses, our brothers and sisters being kidnapped and all that, it's the same thing. That's why you see so many of our people coming up missing. Then you find body parts all over the world. They doing the same thing. Like heart transplants and all this other stuff. This is all new stuff. They just start to figure this stuff out. Now they're using damn what is that? They use animal.
The pig heart. Remember that we just did that a couple of weeks ago.
And he died.
The brother that they gave the pig heart to.
You can grab a script on that real quick.
Yeah.
Go to Wisdom of Solomon 2:19. Bishop had brought this out last night, but this is a prime example of that because all of this stuff, that's torture, bro. That is torture. It said without anesthesia. I remember reading about, what was her name? Bartham?
Sarah Bartman.
Sarah Bartman talking about, black people don't feel pain.
Right.
Yeah, all right. You're going to learn. Read that real quick.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 19. Let us examine him.
Let us do what?
Let us examine him.
So this is what Esau was doing to us historically. They literally put us on an operating table and was examining us. Good.
With despitefulness and torture.
And with what?
And torture.
And torture. That is torture because like you was bringing out, even the gynecologists with the women. They tortured those sisters to advance in what they call modern medicine today. But that's exactly what the white man did to us, man. He threw us on an operating table like Esau got a movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau or some foolishness like
I remember seeing that. I remember
that's
that
what they was doing to us in real life.
Damn.
That's heavy. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture. All praise. So y'all, hey, it's 8:58. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. All praise to the Most High. Let's give a shout out to the IT. Shout out to Officer Duell. Who else back there? Officer Abel. Soldier David. Officer Uganda. Abel ain't back there?
Yeah, he said
Officer Abel. Shout out to our first time on the show, y'all. Give a big round of applause, Soldier Boudreaux. Shout out to Officer Daniel, Officer Lahad, Officer Haziel, Officer Haziel too. Shout out to
he cloned himself.
Cloned him on the show.
Shout out to the sisters that came to watch the show. All praise to the brothers, MOV brothers, for setting up the show. All praise to the Most High. Shout out to the leadership, to the bishops, the deacons, the captains. All praise to the Most High. And most importantly, y'all, shout out to you, the viewers. Without y'all, we couldn't make this thing happen, y'all. We couldn't make it happen. We appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every week. We really do enjoy being able to opportunity to teach our people and y'all tuning in. And Lord's will, guess what? Most importantly, you apply what you're hearing.
Right.
Don't turn off the show and go lay up with a white woman. Don't do that.
Damn.
Don't do that. Don't turn off the show and go smoke up a blunt.
Right.
Don't do that. Take this, store it in your spirit, and live it. All right? With that, we say shalom. We'll see y'all next week.
Nation is men leading by example.